Here we are, Sunday, December 18th, 2022. I'm Larissa. It's my video diary. And you know what time it is? Do you? Do you know what time it is? Brody, do you know what time it is? What time is it, buddy? What time is it? Is it tail wagging time? What time is it, buddy? What time? It is time to drink from skulls. Yeah, it is. So I was watching the basketballs yesterday, right? Oh my goodness. Kusala Goop Goop and crispy pork sausage. Oh my gosh. Watch them. And I saw that Luka Paducah, Kick Him in the Dupa, wasn't playing, and Powell's Bookstore wasn't playing, and Zoltar Spence was sitting on the fence. And I saw that Luke Kick Him in the Canards. He was having a good game. And afterwards, he helped everybody with their taxes, yeah. He looks like an accountant, doesn't he? He looked like a CPA. What's he doing out there playing basketball so good? He should be counting beans. Yeah. Yeah. Brody, did you watch basketball? Did your team win? I heard your team won. The Wolves. Did the Wolves win, buddy? Hey. Did Rudy Gobert win? Oh, Rudy. Brody does. He likes the Timberwolves. He likes Rudy Gobert. He does. And D'Lo. I saw Mr. Adam Silver standing up there in Mexico City looking like a penis. He does. He looks like a penis. I'm going to take an eyeliner, draw down a line down the front of his face. It looked just like a penis. I should send him a weenie whistle, huh? Yep. Call it weeniness. It takes one to know one. No, I'm not sending Adam Silver a weenie whistle. No, I'm not. So it was funny watching that press conference that he had down there in Mexico. Oh, that was funny. Love the reporter that asked him after he gave his spiel, but oh yeah, the NBA thinking about maybe expanding into Mexico and having a franchise down here, blah blah blah, right? Because it's been successful in Canada, blah 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 blah, right? And then that one reporter, he's like, so like, is this like a real? I about died. It was hilarious. It was fantastic. And Adam Silver's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's real. Oh my God. He didn't know what to say. And everybody down there wearing colors of the Mexican Mafia, right? Teams. Oh, everybody wearing the same colors. They all dressed up like the Mexican Mafia. I see people out in the stands. I saw people in the stands. And it was interesting because, like, there's people in the stands that were wearing full basketball uniforms. Not just jerseys. They were in the full uniforms. They had on the shorts. They had on the tights, everything. They did. I was like, oh my goodness. I wonder if people are getting confused. Like, who that coming off the bench up there? Where are they going to find all the tall people in Mexico to play on that team? Oh my gosh. There's some tall Mexicans. Are there tall Mexicans? I don't know. I have never met a tall Mexican. I haven't. I've met tall Spaniards. I have never met a tall Mexican. I have not. I'm not to talk about that. I'm not tall. I'm a midget. No, I'm not a midget. I'm not technically a little person. I'm just pretty damn short. I'm about as tall as some Mexicans. I know. I used to sing with mariachi. Oh no, I take that back. There was one guy. The guy that played the Mexican bass. He was big. He was real tall. I mean, he was big too. He had a big belly. He used to sit the bass on top of his belly, and it laid flat. He played it that way. He was a big dude. He wasn't just fat. He was big. He was tall. He was tall. Oh, Rogelio. Rogelio was tall. He wasn't that tall, though. I think he was about as tall as my father. That's not that tall. 6'2" is not that tall. I don't know if my dad's 6'2" anymore. He might be shrinking. Yeah, so what are they going to do? Where are they going to get all the tall Mexicans? They got that Silverado. That Silverado playing. What's his name? Alvarado? So I call him Silverado. What's up, Silverado? Yeah. Adam Silver he was talking all the marketing numbers. He's like, yes, marketing shows us that we have 30 million, what do you say? 30,000 viewers in Mexico City alone or something. I don't know, I remember. He was quoting numbers. I'm like, oh, he's like, money, 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 money. Money. He kept on talking about building a pipeline, building a pipeline. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. The gangsters gonna tap into that pipeline the same way they tap into the pipeline going into Texas and then sell it for oh my gosh, all the knockoff jerseys that they're gonna have down there in Mexico. Oh my gosh, Adam Silver doesn't even know what he's getting into. He don't. They're gonna start wearing Mexican wrestling masks to matches. Oh my god. And then he starts talking about soccer like he knows anything about soccer. Yeah. Yeah, so that was funny. I loved it. I loved it. So like, is this real? Yeah. It was funny. I laughed out loud. Mm. Mira cómo ando, mi amor, por tu querer, borracho y apasionado no más por tu amor. Mira cómo ando, mi bien, muy dado la borrachera y a la perdición. Tú, solo tú, has llenado de luto mi vida, abriendo una herida en mi corazón. Tú, solo tú, eres causa de todo mi llanto y mi desencanto y desesperación. They're gonna have to start letting tamale vendors in, huh? they're gonna have at the games. They're gonna have little old ladies, little abuelas coming in with their lunch boxes, carrying their lunch boxes, selling tamales furtively in the stands. I have to arrest all the little abuelas with their little homemade tamales. And maybe somebody come with papusas. I don't know. Are they? Oh, the chicharrillo vendors. Oh, they have chicharrillos out in the parking lots, huh? Oh, and all the Santeria, all the candles. They're gonna have all the candles out and lit. Por un amor me desvelo, vivo apasionado, tengo un amor que en mi vida dejó para siempre amargo dolor, pobre de mí. Right? He llorado gotitas de sangre del corazón. Me has dejado con el alma herida sin compasión. Right? Oh. Yeah, when I was singing with the mariachi and singing cantor in the Spanish masses, I always translated everything. I sang. I did. I know, there were a couple times they gave me lyric sheets. Like there was a piece that I sang. Uh, Via de la Rosa, a song. Anyway, they gave me the sheet music had the lyrics wrong. Like there was this one, and I translated it, but I wasn't sure like how to fix that because there was one line where like the song's all serious talking about the Passion of Christ, and then all of a sudden I was singing about cheese in the middle of it. Like I knew, and I sang it seriously with a straight face because I knew. I'm like, well, if you're gonna do that to me, then I'm gonna sing it like that, and I did. Hmm. I knew, I knew. Oh, they used to do stuff like that to me all the time. They did. They did. Those ladies, church ladies, they would sit there in the front pew and they'd scowl at me. They would. They'd scowl at me. I was singing the Salmo. Salmo. Mm-hmm. Right. Dios mío, Dios mío, ¿por qué me has abandonado? Dios mío, Dios mío, ¿por qué me has abandonado? Right? It's Good Friday. The Good Friday Psalm. My God, why have you abandoned me? I still contend that Jesus was not talking to God. He was talking to everybody around him. He was swearing. He was cussing on that cross. He was saying, my God, why have you abandoned me? All his friends and family, why have you abandoned me? That's what he was saying. He wasn't calling out to God. He was calling out to all the jerks around him. He couldn't believe it himself, could he? Mm. What do you think, Brody? What do you think? He says, Maldito mundo, mama. Hay unos ojos que si me miran, hacen que mi alma tiemble de amor. Son unos ojos tan primorosos y hasta más lindos no he visto yo. Oh yeah, no, singing with mariachi was lots of fun. Except they hardly ever had a microphone for me. Usually there was no microphone. So I had to sing over all those instruments, all those guys, with their like I don't know, one time I was there they had like a dozen guitars, all different sizes, right? Plus the bass, plus like 3 violins and 4 trumpets. And I had to sing over that. Mm, yeah. Eres la promesa en tu llanto y tu alegría. Right? And I got paid diddly squat. But I still got paid more than I got for singing in church. I really got diddly squat for singing in church. You know what I got for singing in church? Gossiped about, harassed, scowled at. Mm-hmm. That's what I got for singing in church. You just tell me I was privileged. I should consider myself privileged for singing in their mass. I'm like, excuse me? Why don't you go find yourself a real Mexican lady then who can sing all the music? I don't want your privilege. Seriously. Seriously. Hmm. Hey, buddy. Are you handsomest boy in the world? Are you? You're handsomest boy, huh? You're so handsome. You're so handsome, buddy. You're so handsome. He is. He's really handsome, huh? Hmm. He did not sleep with me last night. He slept with his daddy last night. I told him he needed to. So he went and slept with Omar. Sassy last slept with me most of the night. Most of the night. Not all the night. Most of the night. She's an elderly kitty now. Like I said, I don't think she's going to be with us too much longer. Maybe another year, maybe. Maybe. So I worked on my jacket a little bit yesterday. It's not done yet. The I don't know, some of them the underarm seam goes really nice, some of them. Sometimes I struggle with that underarm sleeve on some of those jackets because it's got that curve, right? And it's hard to get it up underneath the feed dog on the machine. But yesterday it was going real quick. It was going real smooth. I didn't have to pick out any stitches, which was nice. So we're almost there. Now I'm thinking about like how I'm going to finish the edges. I was considering stitching around the edge and fraying it. We'll see. I also have this tiny, tiny, tiny little crocheted trim that I was going to put on the back and then flip it over to roll the hem and finish the seam. Might do that too. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because it's this trim has been tie-dyed. It's cotton. It's 100% cotton trim. And it's crocheted. It's hand crocheted, I can tell. And it's been tie-dyed pink. It has pink. It's variegated. And I don't know what the hell else I'd use it for if not for this tie-dyed pink jacket. I don't know. So might use that. I was also thinking about just embroidering, doing a satin stitch finish on this one. I don't know. I would use the same ribbon that I'm using for the bias to finish the edges, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough. See, that's the thing about working with vintage materials, right? You can't just go out and buy more, right? I do buy solid color quilt binding, right? Double fold blanket binding, quilt binding. I buy that usually in black or in off-white. And I usually have that on hand for some things, and I also make my own binding with recycled fabrics, but that doesn't go with every single jacket, right? I don't know. I could pull it out and see if I think I have one in there that's predominantly in pinks and reds. Might work. Might. I don't know. So yeah. So there's a game today. It's an early one, right? 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Who are they playing today? I don't even know. I saw Draymond Green's probably going to play today. Mr. Draymond Green with his velvet man chops. His beard, so velvety looking. It is. It's so velvety. I want to pet it. I want to pet it. I want to pet Steve Kerr's glistening golden arm fur. I do. I want to pet it. I want to pet it. I want to brush it. Oh, I love it when Steve Kerr comes out to the podium with a t-shirt on. You can see his golden arm fur sparkling in the sunshines or in the lights. I like that. I do, Steve Kerr. I like your arm furs. I do. I like it. I like furry beings, huh? Brody, are you furry being? His beautiful furs. Yesterday, Brody, he had junk in his trunk. He had a stick on his dick. And he had stuff in his fluff. Didn't you? You were out rolling in the duff, huh? Were you rolling in the duff? Rolling in the duff in the doggy buff? He did. He did. He did. And he likes it. He doesn't like you to pull it out. He likes it there. You have to fight him to get it out of his furs. Oh my god. And then he came back in and at one point and he had a big old ear, he had like an earring. He had a big old piece of redwood frond hanging off his ear. And I was wearing these earrings yesterday that were made out of insect cocoons, from killing the oaks, and they make those pods. And I had collected some of the pods, and I had made these big earrings I was wearing. I think he was just trying to look like me, right? He's like, well, you got the trees in your ears. I'm gonna have the trees in my ears too. Brody likes to wear jewelry. He likes to be all decked out. He likes his redwood bling. hmm Yeah, I still make some jewelries. I do. Just I don't do the forged work, or I haven't done any forged work in a while, or soldering for that matter. I do cold joinery for stuff. Had all those tools and stuff stolen and broken in Oakland, and I just haven't replaced stuff. They did. They broke in one of the times. They broke in and they stole stuff. That was one of the things they did, and they stole tools and stuff. They stole the handset out of my Fornum. They stole my respirators with the cartridges. They stole mandrel. They stole some materials. They broke stuff. Yeah. They stole some chemicals. I had some stuff for cleaning metal and stuff. They stole that. Denatured alcohol and a couple other things they stole. hmm Along with some clothes out of my closet, stuff out of my hope chest. They cut a couple pair of earrings with wire snips, left them out on my dresser. hmm They stole some of my silverware. 3 butter knives, right? What else did they steal that time? They stole my CCS sweatshirt, and they stole my Lollapalooza t-shirt. They stole a couple t-shirts, old t-shirts I had from when I was a kid in Pennsylvania, or they were my dad's, out of my hope chest. They stole, had a CCS sweatshirt, was the one I used to wear to school every day over my overalls. Mm. They opened stuff. They went through all of my sketchbooks and journals and took pages out of some of the sketchbooks and journals. There's stuff missing out of them. I went through all of them, and the reason I knew is because I had them in chronological order, which wasn't obvious by looking at the journal because they weren't all dated. I knew what the chronological order was for them, and they put them all back in the wrong order. That's how I knew that's how I knew to go through them. They stole some of the books off the bookshelf too. There were some books taken. And there were a couple books that were put on the shelf that weren't mine. Yeah, weird stuff. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about today. Tú, solo tú, has llenado de luto mi vida, abriendo una herida en mi corazón. Tú, solo tú, eres causa de todo mi llanto, en mi desencanto y desesperación. Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, Santa Madre de Dios. Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, Santa Madre de Dios. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres, y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre, Jesús. Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, Santa Madre de Dios. Santa María, ruega por nosotros, nosotros pecadores, ahora y en la hora de nuestra muerte. Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, Santa Madre de Dios. Amen.